Greetings, my name is Tim Johnson. This is Recovery, Strength, Hope and Courage. Just a short video today about change, which is a really small word for such a really massive thing. And in this modern world, if you like, if we want to change, we're bombarded with images of what we should look like, what we should own, you know, the perfect people, the perfect person, the perfect diet, the most amazing new exercise regime, you know, miracle cures for this, miracle cures for that, take this, take that, own this and you'll feel better, do this and you'll feel better, etc, etc, etc. You know, you get my point. And I made a video recently about being perfectly imperfect, and I think the first point I want to make to anyone watching this video about change is that you can never ever achieve perfection. It's something that I went after. It's probably what turned me, it made my addictions worse, was chasing this perfection, this perfect person, if you like, and that didn't exist. And I think that with change, just like anything else on this journey we're all on here together, change is about just doing the best you can and being the best you can, and being perfectly imperfect, and learning to love that and be that. Because there's only one person that can change, you know, what's going on in your life, and that's you. And it's not an easy thing to do, because we become very comfortable and set in our ways. This channel, I just want to stress one more little point about this perfectly imperfect thing. I've got away from all the gimmicks and fancy titles at the beginning of these videos and editing and all the rest. Number one, I don't really understand it, and I wouldn't be particularly good at it, I wouldn't have thought. But two, more importantly, the reason I make these videos is just to be honest and to pass my experiences on, things that I've learned and perhaps might help you or other people that you know, or whoever watches these things, to either to change and beat addiction, or whatever your situation is, or whether you just want to improve your lives. This is what these videos are all about. And I've just tried to be honest and get away from gimmicks and be open-minded and just pass that on to yourselves. So I just wanted to stress that first. But change, like I say, is obviously essential for any of this. And Einstein once said, the world we have created for ourselves is a process of our own thinking, and it can't be changed without changing our thinking. And that is absolutely dead on. And people see that as a massive mountain to climb, but it's all about making small changes, because essentially the only way to grow is to change. And it's not easy, you know, because you have to make yourself extremely vulnerable. You have to become, sometimes it's very uncomfortable and very painful, and you become set in your ways. Like I say, you become very comfortable, and your brain wants you to be comfortable. It doesn't particularly like changes. Your body and your brain, but particularly your brain, doesn't like changes. It likes you to feel good all the time. It likes the easy way. It will always take the easy way for you, and always wants sort of homeostasis. It wants balance. It doesn't want anything that's going to upset the apple cart. And change does, whether it's change for the good or whatever, it does upset the apple cart in your brain, you know, because it is uncomfortable change. But my suggestion to you is to do what I did originally, because obviously at 55 years old, when I started making this particular journey, I was very, very set in my ways. And it was all about making very, very small changes to start with, and not setting your goals too high, not making them unachievable, so that you get down and you get disheartened, and to make these small changes. And then just as you begin to see small improvements, now these can be whatever these changes are. You know, it could be as radical as stopping your drugs or stopping your alcohol. And I've made other videos about that, so please look back at those. But it could be as radical as that, or they could just be small changes that in your diet, or your exercise regime, or your way of thinking. But the thing is, what you've got to do, the thing about change is you've got to change the way you're thinking. As Wayne Dyer said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is really true, because it certainly worked for me, because as you achieve these small goals, these small targets, and you see that these small changes are having such a positive effect on your life, you then take the next step. It gives you the confidence and the, and it's working for you, and you feel better, and your energy's getting better, your mood's getting better, whatever it is, your weight's dropping off you, your thinking's becoming more positive. Because it's not just about diet, exercise, and all that. It's about changing habits. It's about changing regimes, going to different, particularly in addiction, going to different places, making new friends, making different associations with different things that don't lead you back into addiction, or don't lead your thoughts back into addiction. It's creating new habits in your mind, and new associations and new pathways, which become fixed, and then these changes become permanent, and as you go on, the changes get bigger and bigger and bigger as your confidence grows and your energy grows and you're feeling better and better. I can guarantee you that if you start making small changes now, whatever they may be, don't be afraid of it, because people are very scared of change, and I understand that, because I was for 50 odd years scared of change, scared of being uncomfortable, scared of being in pain, because it's not just about physical pain, it's about emotional pain, things you may have to face, because when you open up your mind and change your thinking and start to face these things, it's bloody horrible, it's bloody uncomfortable, but so worthwhile, because it's like a panacea. It clears it out, it clears all that negativity out of your body, so that you begin thinking positively all the time. Change. You make yourself vulnerable and uncomfortable. And also, just another bit of advice: don't waste energy fighting the old. Don't waste energy fighting the old, because it's just not worth it. Don't sit in anger. Don't sit in resentment. Don't fight it. Just concentrate with change. Just concentrate on building the new. That's what it's all about: building a new life. Because that's what I'm doing, and it's an ongoing process. And please remember, it's okay to be perfectly imperfect. It's okay not to be, because all these diets and gimmicks and images that you're bombarded with, as I said at the beginning of this video, it's all shit. It's all false, because you're not going to find happiness in any of that. You're only going to find it in yourself, as I've said many, many times before, not outside yourself, in yourself, because you're all beautiful. Anyone watching this is beautiful. I didn't like to look at myself in the mirror, but now I know inside I am beautiful, and I'm kind, and I'm loving, and I try to give that out every day, and I love myself for it, and I begin to like myself for it. That was unthinkable 3 years ago, and it'll be the same for you. So shit to these images, shit to what you see on Facebook and all this other rubbish that's going around. Just ignore it. You are you. You're an individual. You are unique, as I've said before. You have your own fingerprint, which is unique to you. You are beautiful, and accept yourself the way you are. As simple as that. Perfectly imperfect. So that's just a little spiel on change, and don't be afraid of it. Just go for it. Carpe diem. Today's the day that you can change your lives. You can begin to make that change now. Don't forget, small changes, small goals. Achieve them as you go. Your confidence will grow, and it'll change your life, I promise you. Thank you so much for listening. Much love to you all. Please subscribe and like these videos if they're doing you any good. Thank you. Bye bye.